I'm hearing that recently you've been cutting the cords. You've been cutting the cords. And I feel like these cords are they could be karmic ties, or they could even be old soulmates. Or soulmates that had like almost like a time frame in your life, or like like they're just like not meant to continue forward with you any longer. And you finally come to the conclusion, and maybe you've always like felt this a bit, but you're at that point where you're literally cutting the cords, where like it's almost like you're saying goodbye. You may have even written goodbye letters to these beings, or you may have said goodbye letters out loud, or even spoken to your team of light out loud about letting these beings go. And I think that that's a really beautiful place to be, especially getting this message right now if this message found you on your For You page, because we just went through a Leo full moon that was all about releasing things that are no longer in alignment with you and stepping into basically the light of who you are, and just being extremely authentic in yourself. And with letting go of these cords, 111, as I said, that you are genuinely basically cutting the last ties that were holding you back to old timelines that you were kind of like in between. Like I'm getting this image of like between two timelines. There's two versions of you, and it's like you're right in between, and both feet are in a different timeline. And I feel like by cutting those cords, it's like you took that step, or you picked your back foot up out of the past timeline and into the new one. So you have a lot of new energy coming in for you. I'm seeing lots of new stuff. I think it's going to be very exciting for you. And I know that I feel like you have been this past little while just experiencing like a little bit of a sense of loss with letting these karmic ties or soulmate ties go, but they're no longer meant for you, and you already know that, and you could feel that. That's why you've been letting them go. And this message is coming through kind of as just like a confirmation for you that like it's okay to feel grief still. It's okay for you to move through it's funny to watch cars in parking lots. It's okay for you to move through feeling this loss and this like almost like grief for these old relationships that were in your life, even if you know they're no longer meant for you, and you just want to wish them so much wellness. And it's okay to still like feel that, and also feel sad. And another thing that I'm hearing is that it's okay for you to remember the ways that they didn't treat you in alignment. I feel like there's a part of you that feels a little bit guilty when you think about how people have treated you wrong, because I think that you have a really aware soul, and you're aware that you also probably have treated these beings wrong at certain points in time. And so because of that, you're like, we're all just human beings, and you're feeling a little bit of a sense of guilt when you experience these things or think about these specific like times that felt completely out of alignment, right? But there's a softness here, or the angels are asking for you to soften into the part of you that is allowed to move through these things. Like you're allowed to remember the things that didn't feel in alignment, and you're allowed to not feel good about those and want to move forward in a different direction because of those things that did not feel in alignment. And even if guilt does arise within you, that's okay too, because remember, that's just another span of a huge spectrum of emotions that makes you human. And it's okay to feel those things, because by feeling them and allowing them to rise within you, you're actually causing less of what's the word? You're creating more magnetism within you, because it's releasing those energetic ties to parts of you that were basically like closed off. Oh, hold on. It's funny, I'm getting like polar. I keep hearing polar. I don't know why. Maybe that's significant to someone, but I think it has to do with like polar attachments. There's something in some, the angels are so funny. Oh no, that's a really old memory, angels. I don't think I can access that one. But anyways, let's just keep it sweet and simple. The angels just like by allowing these emotions to rise through you, it's going to cut that connection that you have to those emotions that would normally become a block for you. Okay, so continue to allow these emotions to arise, and it's okay to feel every single one of them. Like, you don't have to feel bad feeling a specific emotion, because you're a human as well, and everyone does deserve that kindness that you give them, but you do too, and you're the one that you're still hanging out with, so you deserve it more than you deserve to apply it to others. Just remember that you're equal, and if anything, like, you're the one person that you're not gonna have abandoned or have abandon you. So it's okay for you to have just a little bit more compassion towards yourself, okay? All right, I love you so much. If this message resonated with you, please do let me know, and I will see you in the next message.